Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new game of the Grunt League summer season. I'm joined by AxBy94 and Niclas.
Hello.
Hello.
And we are going to be watching Forbesy against Mr. T on his debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we had a last-second withdrawal, which is something we always have for some reason. And as a result, Mr. T didn't have an opponent for week 1.
And
So
we are going to start on... remind me the map,
Upstream.
please.
Upstream.
On Upstream, one of my favorites. And yeah, Mr. T playing with the blue, with the Godly Grunts, and Forbesy on the green team tonight.
So we saw Forbesy winning the first match pretty easily, if you ask me. But Mr. T, we don't know anything about him. But just looking at the trio of maps that we have, Upstream, Pigs in Space, and Over the Top, to me, this looks like one of those games that will 90% go to Game 3, unless one of these two is just supremely better than the other.
Yeah,
and
technical preparation is not the same as technical preparation. So
true.
Lineups might be good, but you might be doing some big mistakes. And for Forbesy, we know more or less that he's a capable player. But for Mr. T, it's a black box. We don't really know what's inside.
Yeah, bit of a wild card, since we haven't seen him play.
Yeah, it's basically one of those matches where we have two very basic maps, and the third one is kind of weird. So the mind game becomes, where do I put Medic and Grenadier together in the lineups? And two things can happen, of course. They both can do the same thing, or they can just have pick a different map. In this case, they picked a different map. So in first two games, one of them is going to have an advantage.
Mm. And it looks like there will be the player from Ukraine having this disadvantage where he's starting with the MoMA.
Yeah, and that was too early jetpack.
That's a technical mistake. And Forbesy going for the couple, we didn't really have time to watch the lineups in full, so I have no clue. Did also...
Well, I can tell you, like, Forbesy is the one bringing the couple in this match, but Mr. T went first, which was an interesting thing to start with.
Yeah, and
but
we have often seen like going first with only a medic, basically taking over, even when the opponent has a couple. But
exactly.
I don't know. We are at the tier 1 bottom tier of the Grunt League, so nothing is really written. And
absolutely,
the momentum of the game can shift very quickly, so it's kind of unpredictable and fun.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I have seen super crazy, unbalanced matchups, like where the one who had the disadvantage won in the end. So anything can happen.
Yeah, already you can see kind of like a misjudgment by Mr. T, though. He's totally not focusing the Grenadier, even though he should maybe go for that. He's somehow
and also,
stuck to
I
the
thought you
barrel.
were talking about this TNT, which is definitely going to damage his own pig as well.
Yeah, that as well. Some good extra damage in the water, though.
Yeah, but that
really good.
Pretty good cluster is going to make Forbesy in the slight advantage right now. But of course, we're only at the start of the game, and also this barrel. I think Forbesy is going to have a talk with that barrel.
If you can make use of that, it would be incredible, yeah. That would solidify a very strong start.
However, the paratrooper is the guy with the most difficult weapons to trigger the barrel with. Because with the bazooka, it's very easy to just shove the pig away and nullify the damage from the barrel. That looks like a good position, though.
Oh.
That will not be enough.
Yeah, this is something you learn with
Might
experience.
be 2 hits. No, he didn't take enough damage from the jetpack as well, so...
It wouldn't have been... You need 5 hits to trigger the barrel, because you have to think, like, the machine gun does 4 with each hit to vehicle, and the barrel has 20 HP.
I think he did some damage already with the jetpack, but those 2 hits weren't enough then.
Nah, I think it was too far away. But even in that case, it was very risky.
And also, it's not even sure if the barrel takes like cumulative damages. It's not really even sure that if you can add up the damages in the same turn.
I mean,
We know for sure that the damage on the barrel is not saved turn by turn.
Do we not? I think
Yeah,
we do.
I am 100% sure that doesn't happen.
I mean that's very easy to test. So we might just do that some other time. In any case, Mr. T just tried a double poison, which was fairly hard, but he only hit the second pig, which is better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, angle a bit too high there, but at least get one.
He does have
poison
control
off.
of the medics, so even one poison is good.
Yeah, exactly. But as Niclas said before, we are kind of seeing some inefficient, focusing of pigs. This is gonna be.
I mean, so far I'm seeing that Forbesy is lacking a little bit of experience, but look at this. He just turned a 40 into a 67, which does show that he at least knows what he's doing.
Yeah, very high damage output so far from Forbesy.
Which can be, countered with the Grenadier on the opposite side. Although
no, Forbesy has the Grenadier.
Yeah, that as well. So
okay,
already I would say a big lead with those damage turns.
Yep.
Not sure.
Trying to look around at different possibilities, maybe.
No, he doesn't know. There is a shortcut up there, but that's not worth it.
I didn't know, but I saw it now. So
yeah, it's very tough for simple. I think it's 2 rocket launches up there, so it's not really worth it. You can try it in 45 seconds. On 30 though, I would not recommend.
I guess with a scout, it would be worth it because it's 10 damage more than the max output you can do.
But I think on average, it would take you like 20 seconds to get up there. So unless you're like really first try nailing it.
I guess for Pro League isn't really viable, but maybe on 45 seconds for these guys it is something they can do.
Or maybe it can make the difference, on a late game situation, even in league where resources becomes important.
Actually, you could throw to the other side now.
One thing I want to point out is that Forbesy definitely took account of the health of that scout, which was exactly 50. This might be a 49 with the TNT, but that's another trait that pro players have. Like you need to watch the health of the scout, and it was a 50, by the way. So that guy is exactly dead.
Yeah.
Which is probably not the way you say it in English, but you got the point.
Which could trigger the MoMA reverse on next turn.
But no healing. Well...
Yeah, I think Forbesy has dealt enough damage where he doesn't even have to worry about MoMA reverse. Oh, actually, the bar says otherwise.
Was the MoMA just reversed now, or?
No, it was
no.
It was enforced even more. Yeah, like
no. The blue team went first. You could see that from the fact that blue medic has 140 and the green one has 100.
Yeah, okay. But okay.
Yeah, Mr. T can go for a kill and MoMA is still in place.
If the pig count doesn't change, it will be a reverse next turn.
Someone needs to tell Mr. T to hold on a little bit with those jetpacks.
Yeah.
I guess he will learn with experience and time, I guess.
Either that or this pig in particular is
already dead.
Hello? What?
Oh no. This is a meme moment.
It clearly says
well
it.
Then.
It's already dead.
Okay.
I'm sorry for laughing. That one moment where you just said the meme out loud, it made me laugh.
Yeah, okay, well... Goddamn.
The Grenadier is confused.
Yeah, I would be confused as well. Basically giving the win, giving the last shot away right now.
So my prediction is that counting just those turns that paratrooper did, I'm gonna say he is the only one from his team that is drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. He just needs to do some high damage, and he can even poison skip with his scout, and this thing is basically over already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I also didn't say this. Mr. T is someone that Agar brought into this.
Huh.
Ah,
Yeah. Agar basically wrote this guy, how do you say, signed this guy in for the tournament. He says he's a friend of his.
nice one. 5 points to Agar for bringing a friend into the community.
5 points to Agar Door. That
I'm
was
gonna
very
leave.
stupid.
Bye.
I apologize.
I'm leaving. Bye. Bye.
I mean, I told you this commentary was gonna be gold.
Well,
And Gryffindor is also gold. Nah, I'll just stop.
I can already count at least two good shorts to be published from this game.
We're not doing shorts yet, so
This is what you say.
calm your editing horses.
Smite. Oh no, it's not full power, right? But does reach.
Yeah.
It does reach, yeah.
Seems like Mr. T is a poison enjoyer, at the very least. Seems to know what he's doing with those.
You feel like the game is already written, or?
Yeah.
I am pretty sure, yeah.
It's been over like 3-5 turns ago.
I think it's been over from the moment we saw that overkill moment.
Yeah. Even then, Forbesy's not letting up at all. Like we haven't seen like a really bad turn from him yet. So.
Yeah, I would say the worst turn he had was the one with the barrel, and I'm not even sure how to count that as a mistake.
Yeah, even that, it's like missing out on like 20 damage from a bazooka instead of a machine gun, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, potentially that shot can be done in a very precise way that can trigger the barrel pretty well. Oh, but the Grenadier is now going to bite the dust, which I had completely missed.
And that sort of balances out with the skip from the engineer on the blue team.
Yeah,
So
it did look like Forbesy did a ton of damage, but the bar, the last time we saw it, wasn't really that unbalanced.
Yeah, it looked pretty stable, but like this step it's very healthy. The scout is full HP.
And the scout has medicine darts, which is also very important for the poison thing.
Yeah. Also the medic is next and can save the Sapper's skip turn, so maybe he can reach around a bit, but I think the damage is already done.
Yeah.
is it still 4v4?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
So, it kind of depends on what Mr. T does with his medic.
So
here.
maybe the MOMA will not be reversed at this time.
No, it won't. It won't. I think it's now the turn of
It
Mr. T's
depends.
medic. Okay, so if Mr. T heals the guy on 8 and goes for another trank, maybe there's still a game.
Yeah, maybe we can get back here.
Because the Grenadier will skip. So, possibly Mr. T will have 3 turns in a row.
He will definitely have 2.
Yeah.
Since Grenadier is going second, so yeah, he will.
Yeah, but now it's the Orderly, which is going to skip because of this trank,
Yeah,
and then the
then-
Grenadier's next in the lineup, so it's 3 turns in a row.
Okay, if you consider this one too, yeah, that's true.
So maybe there's a chance for...
Yeah,
Mr.
actually
T
the
to
bar's
do-
pretty stable.
Yeah, I mean, it really is all about how these 2 turns work out for Mr. T.
Yeah, because check me out on this one. There's also a Sapper that is poisoned,
Yeah.
and Mr. T has to work on him in these 2 turns, but he looks like he was going for the health, which I think he just barely got any.
Oh no.
And oh, please don't.
No.
Please don't.
Okay.
Okay, he's turning away.
Scout is also very healthy, so he needs to...
Yeah, you also have to worry about the medic. If the medic takes a turn, I think the game is over.
Yeah, I think it's unavoidable at this point, like...
Oh, and the overshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he can get rid of the medic before his first turn and just
2
use...
turns?
Oh no, never mind.
Probably, yeah.
Orderly is at it's at 80 though.
Yeah, but you would have to hit your own guy, which I don't think is ideal.
It's also healing hands on that island, which could be beneficial.
Yeah, this guy can take a lot of water damage though.
Yeah, that's a needed thing to get back at anything, but he's gonna drop very close to the island, I guess.
Yeah, that's a bit of a misplaced TNT if you ask me.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna make some good damage.
Yeah, the distance is good, but yeah, it looks like way too close to the island. It could have done massive damage.
Maybe some explosion.
Well, he's
with
gifting
the...
him healing hands, which means the poisoning is from the poisoning from the Zebra is also gone now. If he makes use of this, or even heal the medic or somebody.
So Grenadier, I think you go...
Healing the medic
on with
doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh yeah, but the jump thing is always a little bit of a tricky one with new players.
Yeah.
He's got 45 seconds.
I mean,
probably wants to use the heal.
The delay today is really good. I mean...
It should be. Everybody is below 40 milliseconds most of the time.
Yeah, so that shouldn't... But it kind of does a little bit of difference, just enough to make you...
I mean, I had shots last year where I was playing at Niclas. I wasn't used to it, and I undershot some grenades because I wasn't used to having basically no lag. So,
but even like 0.5 millisecond of delay maybe can do the difference between a good jump and a few seconds in the water. I feel like.
I mean, we now
Especially
basically confirmed that 1 frame of difference for the detonation of a shrapnel can make a difference between 110 and nothing. So...
everything accounts. Which is the beautiful part of this game.
Yeah, you can see, it's just... The jump itself is delayed in Hogs of War, so it's always a little bit weird to figure it out. Trying to maybe place him next to the barrel.
I think the idea was to bring the scout closer to the engineer, but I guess one of the two will have the turn now. So.
Okay, so that scout is on 20 now. Oh no! Oh wait, yeah, because he was on 139, so it must be on 19.
It's Monty's turn.
6.
Oh, 6. Oh yeah, the water damage. Fine.
It's Blue Scout still alive?
No, Blue Scout was the first one that dropped out.
So I guess the game is over.
Yeah, this Zebra's gonna clean up now together with the medic.
Yeah, the medic is going next. So
yeah, come on, Forbesy. Give me a shrapnel. Come on.
Nah, I don't think we're at shrapnel level for pretty much anyone in the first stage of Grunt League.
Yeah, it would be.
Why is he placing it so far away? Like, some things I don't get. Like, you can easily place it closer to the water, or to him, I guess. But that's a lucky turn.
But that's yeah, it's a pretty decent damage anyway.
It's really good. Really good damage.
Ooh,
well, now you're pretty much screwed.
There's potential for a double hit with the heavy machine gun here. With the,
oh yeah, I mean that takes a very keen eye to see.
He has shown that he can see double poison lanes, so I think this is a bit of a missed heal, but yeah, power is very far away. I mean, this guy's dead to a 40 anyway.
That was the only possibility. Yeah.
They can see the line. Just make use of it. Ah.
There we go. Okay, that proved me wrong then.
Oh no! Yeah.
But is he gonna line them up?
Oh, he didn't even aim.
Wow, no scope.
Yeah, well.
But that was a bit too high. Yeah.
Yeah. No scope, no aim. Unfortunately.
That could have been something.
The idea was there. So.
I mean, yeah, the medic on 40 would have at least meant that there was a possibility to avoid the other 2 cranks.
Yeah, exactly.
This means initiative back to Mr. T. To 40. I know. For some reason, I have Horsby in blue.
I'll tell you why, because he's Scottish and he's
Yeah,
playing green.
exactly that.
Wait, aren't we having some... Who's having the trank darts, like the healing items? I think it's the...
The scout,
It's
green scout. Green
The
scout
Green
has healing
Scout,
item.
yeah, which
Green
is
Scout.
currently at 6 HP. On the left side there.
So definitely will not be able to heal Mr. T.
That one, yeah.
That one is a 6.
Yeah, he's at 6. The only possibility that Mr. T has is if he would somehow grab those, but he can't. There's no way that Forbesy won't.
Oh, and he... Will he hit himself? No. Okay. Yeah, he will definitely pick him up.
Okay. Let's see if his opponent cares about them.
He did have medicine darts, and I don't know what else.
Healing hand?
No, he did use it. Oh yeah,
Roller
the
grenade.
roller grenade.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Pretty much done.
A roller grenade can easily take out the supper. You will not use the trank on your medic. Maybe you can use the medicine dart on your.
Be
your
careful
medic.
though, because if you kill the sapper, you will get the chance to move away.
Oh, that's
And-
a good one.
That's a smart. That's a smart move.
That's a good
I-
one.
I'll-
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's gonna be a MoMA reverse, but there's not really a MoMA reverse because blue one doesn't have any trank left.
Yeah, trank aren't anymore in Blue's pocket, and this could be a double TNT if he thinks about it.
Yep, definitely definitely needs to try it.
Goes instead.
Nah,
for
I don't think so. Ooh,
damage.
and that's a
and
self-hit. That's a
that's-
self-hit.
That's self-kill.
Away.
Yep. The sapper is dead.
Yeah.
It's like the number one thing beginners need to get down. It's don't hit yourself with the TNT. You see it so often in other matches.
Well, I think the reason why it happens so often is because you're focusing on placing the TNT and you only think about getting away after you placed it, but it's
yeah.
too late. If you make a mistake, you can't
Yeah.
figure it out. Like, I always try to take some time to figure out where to go before I place it. And I guess this is something that only, like, experienced players do.
Well, let's
you know,
look at the bright side. You can always get super TNT'd. And that didn't happen yet.
I mean, that happened to a couple
Another
people
blue
too.
player.
Yep, another Scottish player.
Legacy?
Nah, it was in this case, it wasn't the Scottish one.
Yeah, I know, I know. Who knows? The game is not over yet, though.
Yep. Although Forbesy will go first in the second game, and the bar just still says somehow that the game is still tied.
Yeah.
But it's just
We had a healing plus some damage. Well, yeah. Now that I think about it, doesn't actually make any sense. But
no. The only reason it's like that is because the blue medic still has a ton of health, but he can't do much. So
Let's go, let's go.
wouldn't it
Oh
be
my God.
weird if the game would take into account how much percentage of the usual XP you have?
nah, I don't think so.
That was very close on a 20 on
Yeah,
this
look at
magic.
this one. This one makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the
I'm fine.
two medics basically have the same health, and the other two are, one on 18 and one on 83, so...
Well then, but I gotta say, like we saw Forbesy before, we know he can play well, and
Yeah.
this is Mr. T's first map, and he showed some promising moves. He got some double poison stone, he attempted double MGs, got the MoMA down. He has the basics. Let's see, maybe it's just stage fright or something for the first map that
Little bit.
led to
You know,
hitting Rip Guy
it's-
with a bazooka.
it's becoming a bit of a tradition for new players. Like, the mistakes that new players tend to make are starting to fall into the same patterns, which makes total sense. I'm just making the point here. Like,
Let's fight again.
focusing the wrong picks. Yeah, I'm sorry
Fourth
about that.
this time. Lucky.
Oh,
Ah!
okay.
Focusing the wrong picks, maybe being a little too hasty with TNTs. I have to say though, releasing jetpacks too early is something that we haven't seen in a while. So
Yeah. It's also something he might be used to when playing with some of the Ukrainian guys with a bit more ping, or
maybe. But the point I was trying to make is Mr. T still clearly knows how to do with some weapons better than with others.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something that he can just improve on, and he will be a very good player on.
Yeah, and formation-wise, in this game, Mr. T had the weaker lineup, so I guess it makes sense. It's a game that has developed.
Oh yeah, another thing to
way,
appreciate,
as we expected.
Yeah, that's another thing to appreciate. Is if you look at the lineups, this looks like a pro game. There's no like Grenadiers in 5th or something. How did that even work?
Yeah.
I think he hit him just for the animation that bobbed the head a little bit forward.
I don't know about that, because if I remember correctly, Pin said about the hitboxes that they don't change with the animations.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why the second bullet missed and the third hit.
It doesn't, but I don't know. It's just weird. The rifle burst is a little bit weird with that. Like, I have noticed, we know the thing about the altitude of the shot, you know. It goes like first one down, second one a little bit more up, and third one a little even more up. But I am starting to fear that it also changes the direction a little bit, because I had some incidents that don't make sense.
Okay, I don't... You know that I'm quite good with the rifle, so I think that direction is not changed, and I would compare the getting up of the aiming for each shot. Like if you lightly pressed twice the change angle.
Yeah, it is something
each
like
shot.
that. I have way too many instances of first one hit, second one miss, and third one hit for it to be a coincidence. But anyway, Forbesy takes game 1, and we're gonna go to game 2 in a minute while we probably finish our discussion about the rifle burst. I'm joking. We're not gonna talk about it.
Because I'm going to the toilet. Bye.
Okay. All right, we are back with game 2 on Pigs in Space, the new and improved Pigs in Space. How many times have we said this about a map?
New and improved.
Yeah, I feel like this is a pinstripe talking rather than me.
If Pinstripe was in charge of this, without anything to say, with no opposition, we will have Blimp City instead of Pigs in Space.
Which is, ironically, Blimp City's first instance was on Pigs in Space.
Yeah, that's why I said it. We probably would.
Oh, okay.
We probably would be playing Blimp City instead of Pigs in Space right now.
And we will also be saying comfortably a lot.
Yeah. Imagine you're on your Hogs of War competitive debut and you have to play Blimp City.
I've had some incidents with a blimp at ground level in one of Pin's mods, and let's just say it has a funky hitbox.
I had to do exactly the same.
We're back. Yeah, some startup shenanigans.
Yeah, I guess reap jokes on Blimp City.
God damn it.
We'll keep them in, don't worry about it.
So, yeah, Forbesy starting now with Mr. T bringing the couple. But Forbesy also bringing two Sabers.
A little bit trickier to get the MoMA here because of the island.
Yeah, I feel like MoMA isn't even
seconds.
viable. Like, a lot of spawns are on these pillars, so if you get one of those, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, for example, if it was the other way around, it would have been bad for Mr. T, because the green medic started on a pillar.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can still pick the medic and gamble it, and if the other guy picks the medic is on a pillar, well then it's just the hunt for who kills the other medic first.
Yeah,
Or,
which is honestly, I think I would like to see more.
yeah, and even if he doesn't pick a medic, you can just body block somebody you don't like. And
I think, the MoMA on the pillar doesn't really change too much of the game, honestly. Maybe the game would shift from a rush to, trunking the medic and then focusing on something else to trunking the medic and then killing it straight away.
those hitboxes
So
are
you're
wonky.
saying that.
He needs to.
So you're saying that you would not MoMA medic on the pillar?
I would probably MoMA medic on a pillar, but then killing instantly the medic. Because I can't get close to him, so I will trunk and then focus everything else to the medic.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That would be my choice.
You have to MoMA it anyway if he's
Well,
next,
I mean the MoMA class, the MoMA how we intend it does also have a body block like medic on medic. So
okay, then I'll correct that. You have to trank him anyway if he's next.
yeah, that's not impossible if you have the right distance, Even if he's on top of a pillar, it's not that difficult.
I mean, you can just stand right below the pillar, and on big space this works. So
yeah, exactly.
Well,
But
let's see this Grenadier turn because it's pretty important for Mr. T. He has the most dangerous pig on his team now, and he has to make use of it if he wants to get back into his game.
Yeah, Forbesy already had a very good start. Like, he got the Momar in, he got the Grenadier hit twice down to 60 HP. This Grenadier is not picking the Scout as a body block, sadly. That would have helped, definitely, but... Oof.
Around 50 to 60.
Yeah, that's
By the
pretty
way,
mid.
58. Wow.
You said Grenadier in a very French way.
Ah, oh, okay.
Grenadier.
Okay, you said Grenadier, with the...
Yeah, I apologize to all viewers.
I thought you were gonna say I apologize to French people.
Okay.
This guy is always ahead. He's always one step ahead.
To be fair to Niclas, the Grenadier is blue, so it makes sense. The French pronunciation makes sense. And how was that a 48?
48. Yeah, not good. Doesn't get the full explosives, but the shrapnel does its job. So, yeah.
Does Forbesy have a scout?
He does.
He does, but he's not. The Grenadier is not poison viable anymore. Ironically, because of that one.
Aww.
Oh, is he gonna try to break them?
Could work.
All right, I see somebody got some intel from some of the other Ukrainian players.
Yeah, he can establish the second one and maybe get good bazooka off, but that takes good time management.
Ooh!
That's a short,
Oh my god.
good short release.
These jetpacks are gonna give me tachycardia.
No, that will not
That's good.
do water
And,
damage, but no
body
self
block
damage as
back.
well.
Oh, the
God
body
damn it.
block is back.
Well, he does have
All
2
this
scouts,
work.
so he can work around that.
All this work for nothing.
What's he on now? Is he like 47 HP?
Yeah, I guess you're right. That would be another 20 to your
Yeah.
own medic. So basically, he took a high explosive grenade in the face.
And he has 2 scouts up ahead, so might be a grenade launcher plus... Oh, 40...
Oh, he's in
52.
52. Yeah, that's a tough number.
Yeah, that's... Well, it's still grenade launcher plus poison if he wants to get it, but let's see if Forbesy has other ideas for his own medic here.
Yep. To be fair, Forbesy might just say screw it and I hit everyone.
Yeah, it looks like it. He couldn't bunch up all 3 of these guys with this TNT. It looks like the plan.
Yeah, I would honestly go all in. Just place the even closer to the paratrooper and just hit everybody for max damage.
Yeah, now it's even
Although-
harder to poison that guy, although it's just 1 sniper shot.
Yeah. I was gonna say just that. That's a perfect number for Forbesy. 35 is a tricky number for Mr. T to work with.
Yeah. He has 2 options now, which is just 2 poisons to skip turn, or just kill him with the sniper rifle.
There's a problem though. If you kill the medic, you have 2 pigs of the blue team alone, very eager to be hit.
Yeah, it's a bit tough to see where this is headed. Like, probably this scout that's right in front of us right now is gonna go for a double poison.
Yeah, he's looking around there. That looks like a very hard bounce to do.
Yeah, he needs to aim it a bit more to
Maybe
the
he
right.
throws him over?
Yeah, it's gonna bump to the left too much, yeah, and bounce
Oh,
back.
okay. That looked like a good idea, though.
Yeah, he needed to grind the curve a bit more, but it still got one in, so...
I feel like it needed a little bit more power.
Oh, what the hell is that? That cluster over there, it's just... Is he gonna go for the double poison?
You can see how important it was from Forbesy to put the paratrooper in there.
Oh...
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to hit the paratrooper, honestly.
You can see the cog, the wheels, you know.
I could see the devil and the angel guy on his shoulders right there.
Ooh, that might enable a poison skip. If that's...
What's the word? A doppelganger or something like that?
No, that's another thing.
All right, then I'm an idiot.
11. That enables a poison skip, but the grouping is very tough. Like, he probably needs to hit both his pigs.
Woo! This is getting an intense game.
Okay, so, wait, the blue medic is at what?
Blue medic is at 50, so he will survive the poison. But
Would survive the
green
poison,
one-
but if he gets hit by the poison as well, he would take 15 plus 20 because of the death. So he would have a turn. He would have one turn.
that
Which is easily fixable.
might work. Yeah, but it might just drop
I
to
honestly
the left.
wouldn't care about hitting my own medic here.
Yeah, this will just drop to the left, though, right? Oh, will it? Oh,
Whoa!
okay.
What was that?
Well then, gets the third skip in.
Gets a turn of
And,
his medic.
let me remind you, the Grenadier is still alive, so if he gets... Who's next? It's the Para. He's on the other side, though. That's a tough one.
Yeah, he just needs to trank this guy.
I mean, he might get also
And-
2 turns.
Yeah, that's true, because the only one who can really jump on his head is him. But if he tranks him... No, that's full head.
No, that's a good...
Yeah, go ahead. Good one.
It is honestly a tough decision to because you have to like try to guess if your opponent will try to jump on your head.
What's the opponent? The opposite meme of he's already dead. He's already
Still
healthy.
alive? I don't know. I don't think memes really work like that, honestly.
Yeah, you can see the easy kill here now. It might have been a bad idea to go over there, but it's very tough. Even on 45 seconds, like, you need to know the perfect route to not take much water damage. And
Yeah,
even
and the problem with the Grenadier was that the medic had already skipped, so...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but Forbesy is not killing the Grenadier?
he did
Already dead.
with the jetpack.
Oh, okay, he was already on low health.
He's
He
already
was-
dead.
He was on 12 HP. Is
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's still over, though.
I would like
but yeah.
a health bar by now, but well,
Ooh, that's not possible double. I thought there was nothing in the middle. That's a kill, though, if I saw that correctly. No. How did I see a 33 instead of a 92?
I'm not sure. But he
I
can
mean,
do
I
it
think,
if you
I
can.
think the double is possible here.
If you can really slow it down at the end and use the curve
It is
to the
next
left.
to impossible.
Let's see. I wouldn't put it off. Like, you can just get some lucky bounce.
You have to, like, make it curve so it goes behind
He
the
will
thing.
just hit him now, though. Dude. So
Yeah,
never mind.
if Angurio's watching, this can be included in his next next game, next
Oh.
quiz show.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I
Include
guess
double.
so, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the health bar there. It's just cruel.
Yeah, but if he wants to do, like, a poison shot game show, I am going to design it myself. I don't care.
Okay, what's Forbesy's plan now? I mean,
He's going for the jump.
Well, that's 30 something HP gun.
I respect the decision though,
There's the jump.
because Mr. Forbesy not going for this jump was a win condition for Mr. T.
However, now that the medic's gonna perish, Mr. T has 2 scouts, so he can go ham on body blocks now.
Yeah, but I think the health is still too much.
Yeah, might
deal.
be. But he'll
with.
close the gap even further if he sticks to that. Remembers pig order and stuff.
Oh, but he can poison them both and get
Yeah.
extra damage from the medic's death. So maybe Forbesy should have waited a little bit more to do that move. Yep. I don't even go for the double. This is too crucial to get it.
Triple poison?
No, I mean, yeah, of course. I didn't count the self hit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I meant to not go for the triple then.
Doesn't look like
Yeah.
it will hit his own medic.
I
Oh
don't know. No,
that's it.
that's not gonna hit.
It's not gonna hit
Yeah.
anybody. God damn.
That's clearly an experience mistake, because you would know that this was a crucial hit, poison to hit.
I don't blame him. I think he recognized
don't
he
either.
was behind, so he tried something more difficult in order to level up, or tried to do something to level up this.
Yeah, I mean, the point
It's
of
an
my
ultimate
sentence is
mistake,
also
okay.
to say I don't blame him, so. Because you would have had a sapper that was gonna skip, poisoned, and he would take 35 damage from that hit. So I don't know if the match would have been still open for that, but now I think it's a bit, at the very least, a little bit closer. That closer? That more closed. Okay, I really lost myself in that one.
If you can find ADB, please call at 9595 55649.
Oh man, trust. If I'm lost on pigs in space, I'm dead.
Maybe then you transfer to Blimp City.
I'm gonna call a blimp taxi.
Oh, just went to the door. What did I miss?
Let's just say that the blimps just now became taxis.
Okay.
Maybe this could be an idea for Lardcore. You know, skins for the blimp, taxi skin for the blimp.
Could you imagine just when you use Spec Ops, instead of the blimp, you just a taxi comes out of nowhere and picks you up?
What about a fake taxi? If you know what I mean.
Wait, what do you mean? Like a taxi where the driver is actually a murderer that will kill you?
Not really, but if you go on a particular website, which is also of which the logo is also yellow.
I am going to stop you right there because I got the reference and I don't think anyone else should.
and you search for fake taxi, you'll get what I'm aiming for.
I will say that's not a. It's not a kink I am familiar with, so. And don't even bother. I don't want to know what it is.
Maybe you should have just changed the topic, but man.
Yeah, I mean, finishing it there feels like a good idea.
Okay. We don't want to get demonetized eventually in the future.
Yeah, I mean, when we get monetized, this video will be like long gone.
You think so?
Probably. I mean, nobody will watch this one when and if we will ever get monetized, because it's gonna be like 10 years old.
Or maybe we get a sponsorship from Fake Taxi itself.
No, no. Perish that thought right away. Just like Mr. T's pigs are about to perish. There we go. There's your tie back to the game. But yeah, I can't help but wonder what the game would have been with that crucial turn going the way Mr. T intended it to go. But you know,
Yeah.
looks like Forbesy is sailing pretty swiftly to a 2-0, a double 2-0.
Yeah, and qualifying himself, right? So.
Yes.
Almost.
99% a 2-0, 2-win, 0 defeats means qualification. I have to check on a couple things because, after Pumpkins withdrawal, tournament became extremely complicated to the point where I am the only one who barely understand what's going on. But yeah, two victories out of 2 should be enough to qualify, because we always said that the rule for this stage was to win twice out of 3. So Mr. T is barely holding on to his last scout on 2 health. And Ponsonby probably just speeding on him with his lisp would be enough to kill him. Decides to go for the self-poison hit. And it's victory to Forbesy for 2-0. That means he goes to the second stage, which is going to be the group stage. He's going to play against the more experienced grunts, quote unquote.
Yeah, overall, pretty good match, I would say. Like a good level. We saw possibly a little bit more dominant, but it was just a matter of better choices, I would say.
Yeah, I guess so, because Mr. T did have the opportunities to turn it around, and that already does mean something, because you created yourself those opportunities, unless there's a mistake from your opponent. But in this case, there wasn't, so you could already say that Mr. T wasn't doing that bad, and it's his first match, so he still has 2 more chances to prove himself, and he probably will.
Yeah, I wouldn't count him out yet as well.
Yeah,
he definitely has time to come back.
and also, thankfully, we don't have to go to over the top.
Hey.
Which
And
with grunts is always a little bit dangerous, you know.
And on that note, bye everyone. I'm leaving.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, guys,
See ya.
take care. See ya.
See ya.